Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory here with Darby. I am very excited to show you this episode because, as you can see, we are marching up the league, which is exactly what we wanted to see. And also, the other big factor is we are on 21 points after 21 games. We obviously started at negative 21 as well. So we would be right up here fighting for the league if we didn't have that point deduction. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Blackpool are, 15 points ahead of us at the moment with plenty of games to go. We've got up to 46 games. So what's that? 25 games to play to make up 15 points. And it starts today by trying to take 3 away from Blackpool at Pride Park. Since you last saw us, here is our run of games, and we have been on fire since Barnsley, which I'm pretty sure is the game that I showed you. Millwall, Bournemouth, 1-0, 1-0. Fulham, who are a very good side for this level, 0-0. Knocked off QPR, who were 4th, and then beaten Bristol City, who were around us in the league. So we are doing quite well. Before we get in, we've got Luke Bratton joining us next season on a free, who looks like he can be a really good option off the bench. And we've also brought in a few players. Okay, it's just Zinedine Burbaba who will be joining us, or he has joined us, but he's playing in our 23s at the moment as a centre mid on attack. So if we do need him, we can definitely utilise him this season, but I'm trying to allow him to play in the under 23s as things stand. So we're going to get straight into this game here. I reckon Aziz needs to swap to the Carrillo role, which I don't really agree with. Sibley's actually not bad as a box-to-box midfielder anyway. He looks pretty solid enough to me and does a good enough job, as Aziz is more an attacking-minded midfielder. Finishing's only at 9 though, so he has missed a few chances for us, but that doesn't really matter just yet. I might actually work on his shooting, which is there, so we can try and get those goal scoring opportunities. With Delap and Lawrence up front though is where our goals have been coming from. Let me know what your thoughts are of the new little setup we've got going here as well. Let me know if it's missing anything that you would like, but here we go. We are in ready to go against Blackpool, which is a huge game with them sitting in the top 6, which is a spot that realistically we probably could take. We might need to strengthen slightly in January. There's a great ball in though towards their target man, but that's a good ball out, and they've recycled possession well until they have thrown the ball away. They are playing a traditional 4-4-2 against our 4-1-3-2, which may be an adjusted shape since the last time you saw us. We just lost the attacking midfielder and brought in a defensive midfielder to try and give us a little bit more stability in the midfield, because we did notice we were conceding quite a few goals. So we've sort of shored up the defense, but we're, lacking a little bit going forward potentially. But I do need to flip the cameras around as Lawrence finds our boy Buchanan, who hasn't got much on here. Sibley does really well, finds the ball across towards Liam Delap and the Man City loanee. That would have been fantastic, but we found White into Sibley. Can we just keep the ball? Aziz does well, finding Byrne. Can we get across into the box? We find White and Byrne, who was offside. So good little passage of play there by the Rams, and we are playing some football here at the moment, guys. That is unbelievable. I did not think we'd be playing as well as we are. You can see on that league table to the middle of your screen that it's actually really, really tight. So you can see like through sort of 15 upwards, there's only a few points in it. So if we can just keep picking points up, that's going to be amazing. As we find Liam Delap, who steps on the ball, finds Bird, hasn't got much left. It's White, who's just having a crack. It goes back in towards Ekpateria in the middle. But as I was saying, look at this. You've got 25, 26, 26, 28, 28, 29. You're talking 4 points between about 5 spots, and that should be a red card, and it is. We get a sending off for Blackpool, which is their left winger. Are they going to change their shape? They're just going to slide their midfield across, and now it is time for us to absolutely utilise our wing backs. Bowler, ball in. Ross does well. It's not what, or Roos does well. Sorry, but Garbutt gets his shot blocked and is putting it into the boards, which is interesting. And we are the definition of on top of this game, and we need to make sure that we stay that way. Delap finding the ball in the channel into Burn. We should have heaps of space for our fullbacks to attack into. Good ball in towards Lawrence, but we can't make it count. Buchanan's got plenty of time on this ball as well. Can we just make sure we're utilising these half spaces? We find Sibley into Bird, our DLP into White. Aziz, don't know why you're shooting there, because look how many defenders Blackpool had in front of the ball. And imagine if we could find a way to get Garbutt sent off as well. But here we go. Corner time for Derby. Can we make it count? And we can't, unfortunately. But it falls to Bird, White. These are the patterns of play that we want to see, though. Look at this width out here as well. We could switch the ball so easily. Now we don't really have the option. Forsyth hasn't really gone on that overlap because he is playing in that centre-back spot. But can we shift the ball this way? Here we go. Burn is starting a little bit deeper as the support wing-back, but gets down the byline, looks for Lawrence and Aziz, who can't put it into the back of the net. But look at these options. The highlight continues. We've got another opportunity here through Buchanan, who looks for Delap, who hits the post, but who then finishes his dinner anyway. And Liam Delap puts us 1-0 up at Pride Park against Blackpool, which is exactly what we want to see. We're going to hit that praise button because we are playing good football here. 8 shots to 3. Both teams have only had 1 on target, and Liam Delap has started to find his feet in the championship, which is absolutely fantastic for the young Manchester City striker. And the partnership between him and Lawrence at the moment has been actually really good to see. Lawrence has almost gone a goal a game, and Delap is sort of 1 in 2. So they're the two strikers that are really playing up front at the moment, as Burn looks for Lawrence, who hits his header wide. But we are absolutely dominating this game. A win here puts us right into that middle of the run, you know, only a couple wins away from the upper middle table, which, you know, with another really good run, we could definitely start knocking on the door of promotion. As Delap, I shouldn't say promotion, I should say as the playoffs, because we're going to be way too far away. They're 46, 48 points. We are not catching any of the top 2. If we somehow find a way to get automatic qualification, you guys need to put something in the chat or the comments that I need to do as a reward for that season. But here we go. Time's ticking away. We are close to half time, and we've only had 1 shot on target from 12. That's probably what's disappointing, although that 1 shot on target has gone in. We've had a good header there, but it's been nodded away. White gets back on the ball, looks for Aziz. Thought he was going to strike it there because he normally has a ping, but we've found Burn, who wants to dribble with the ball, gets by 1. Can he get that ball into the box? He does. He looks for Delap, but it only finds Maxwell, the goalkeeper, and that is half time. And what a first half that has been from the boys in white. We have played some really good football in this game as Lawrence finds Buchanan into Sibley. Here we go, into Bird's feet. Can we find a second goal? I think that's what we'll need to make sure that we get on top of this game. If Blackpool are 2-0 down with a man down, it's going to be very hard for them to get back into this game, as Aziz puts on some good pressure there and unfortunately cannot win the ball back for us, but things are looking quite good. And here we go, another highlight. We are getting highlights galore in this game. I know it's on extended, but you don't normally get this many clumped all together as White recycles back to David. Look at this, the space that we get. I know they're playing with a man down, but we are just opening up Blackpool as Nathan Burn, our fullback, who's got plenty of assists this season, gets his first goal under our management, and that is fantastic to see from the experienced right wing back who has looked really, really good. He has been a shining light, as well as our younger right back that has come in quite a lot to support the team as well, which has been absolutely fantastic. Delap getting an assist, and he's on an 8.2 without scoring a goal. So that tells you that he's having a really well-rounded game, and he's not needing any support in getting those match ratings by just scoring goals, as White takes the corner looking for Forsyth and unfortunately nodding over the bar. We have absolutely dominated this game, 15 shots to 6, but both teams have had 3 shots on target. Blackpool yet to score. Huddersfield have got smacked up 5-0 by Coventry. And look at the goal difference. Like, our goal difference is better than all the teams trying to chase promotion, the playoff spots. So you can see that we're scoring goals. We're not conceding heaps, but playing good football. It's genuinely just the 21 points that we missed out on because of our situation as a club, which is really disappointing because, you know, not every season you're going to be pushing for promotion. And unfortunately, the year that form shows us that we would have been pushing for promotion, we've had to start with a minus 21. But anyway, we'll keep the story alive as Aziz goes through. Can he square the ball? We had 2 runners in the middle who he didn't give the ball to, and now Blackpool set up as Aziz goes for a bit of a silly shot. Forsyth will get there first, and we are just cleaning up this Blackpool team at the moment as I'm going to take Aziz off, and what I'm going to do is we're going to move Sibley in there. We're going to move Thompson over to the Carrillo role, and can White play box to box? Yes, he can. We've got some good penalty taking in White as well, and he is a big loanee that has come in. I think he's either from Spurs or from Leeds. I can't remember. He's from one of them. But Lawrence needs to do better there as one of our better players in the team, trying to retain possession. But here we go. Connolly can only play his way back to Maxwell, who hoofs it forward. Kenny, the toilet man, if you remember that, then you're old enough to be watching these videos. Unfortunately, we've stopped them really well here, but they do find Kenny back in the channel. Aziz does well into Sibley, and away we go. Can we counter quickly? Can we find a third goal? It's Liam Delap, who deserves a goal, goes for the chip, and it is blocked off the line by the Blackpool defence. That is heartbreaking for Liam Delap. He deserves a goal here today, and I'd love for him to absolutely slot one into the corner as White is approaching here. Lawrence into Buchanan. Sibley has options. Finding Buchanan. What a strike from Lee Buchanan. And the 2 fullbacks who have not scored all season but have been integral to the way we play both get on the score sheet. We said that they're going to get more involved in this game because Blackpool obviously have less players on the pitch, but that is a contender for goal of the season by Buchanan. That is an absolute rocket by the young left back as we bring Plange on for Delap. And I forgot Delap did actually score, didn't he? I think he did, but it doesn't matter. Connolly on the ball. Can we win the ball nice and high? It's Connolly looking long. We win the header. Thompson, poor header from the young Carrillo. But here come Blackpool. Are they going to nick one back and make us sweat? The last sort of 10 minutes, it's Byrne now driving past his Blackpool midfield and defence. We find Thompson, whose shot gets blocked, which would have been fantastic. It's offside off Plange. And look at these highlights. The highlights keep coming, which is surprising. I thought that this game might have mellowed out as Roos is on the ball, hoofs it towards Plange, and we're on here. Can we find a ball inside? Sibley goes diving in as well. And that's all we get from that highlight. And I was just double checking that Delap did actually score the first goal of the game, which I must have forgotten about. But Byrne driving well, looking for Plange and does not link up with him. Definitely not on the same wavelength. Davies into Thompson. We've got, look at the options here we get though. We get to recycle and go out the other way too. And here it is. It's Buchanan. Does he get anyone to play to? We're looking just for an option in general. It's Buchanan who swings a ball in. Forsyth does all right into Bird, Thompson, and we're recycling this possession really well. White inside to Lawrence, back out to Buchanan. White, Buchanan, can we score a fourth? Can he beat his man? Can he whip a ball into the box? It's a good ball towards Sibley, and we force Sterling to hoof it into the next town over and put it out for a corner. And here we go. White on corner duty, looks for Davies at the back post, and once again the highlight comes to an end. 21 shots but only 4 on target is a little bit concerning because there's going to be games where, you know, we aren't dominating and we're not going to get that 21 chances in order to put 4 shots on target. We need to start being a bit more clinical with the way we play going forward, and as Blackpool really weren't on the same wavelength there, and we've just given them the ball straight back. This could be a big opportunity for Blackpool. They find Delhi, and it's Owen Dale. Sorry, it looked like an E from here, but Owen Dale gets one back for Blackpool, which is disappointing. Really didn't want to concede a goal here, especially with 10 men and the dominance that we've had in this game. But look, end of the day, I can't imagine them doing a Man City style comeback here and scoring 2 goals in another 4 minutes. So can we hold the ball just for a little bit, just to make sure that we're settled and we can go on our merry way with 3 points from Pride Park, which would be a big 3 points because Blackpool came into this game in 6th position. So we know that they're a quality team in this league. As Sterling gets by 1, it's Dale who heads the ball wide. We'll take that all day long. I'm more than happy to defend situations like that, as we now find Thompson with 5 minutes to play. Sibley has Plainge, fresh legs. Can he finish? Luke Plainge gets his 9th goal of the season. There we go. Off the bench, the man from Crystal Palace gets us a goal back. Oh, not really a goal back. Puts us a goal further in front is the way that I should be articulating that. 22 shots, 5 on target, 3.2 XG, and 50% of the ball. We have played some good football here today, and are we going to finish it with a 5th goal to really exert our dominance on this game? We find Luke Plainge one more time, and what a save from the keeper in Maxwell. That is absolutely brilliant stuff by the Blackpool goalkeeper. We still see the highlight though. Do we win a penalty? We do not. It's Buchanan. Are we going to try and just see the game out? I am going to go on cautious just to try and get through this one. I really don't want to concede a second goal. I'd rather just not see a highlight. There's one more highlight. It's Josh Jenkins. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Into Sibley. No shot here, lads. Just see the timeout. Buchanan, Jenkins. Buchanan once again just step on the ball. He whips a ball in towards Luke Plainge. It finds its way to the back post to Burn, and that is all she wrote. 4-1 winners on the day. What a result by Derby Football Club, and that is exactly what we want to see. Get a look at the hype in the squad at the moment. We have moved up to 17th position. We are on 24 points. And we are only, 12 points behind Blackpool with, 20, what are we playing? 46 games? So 24 games to go. We have so much time, and it's so tight through even from Fulham, QPR, Sheffield, Blackpool. There's plenty of opportunities. 9 points there. Could we do automatic promotion? Could we win out? We're definitely not going to win out, but could we keep the positive results going? Who knows? But if I was you, I'd be making sure that I'm liking this video, I'm commenting on how we're going, and I'm also subscribing so I don't miss another one. Big episode coming up. We'll have some transfer news hopefully, but I'll see you very soon for another episode of the Derby Road to Glory.